Well, hello, folks, and good Sunday morning to you. I think it's the last week of um, football here in the regular season, right? I think it's week what 18, 19, 20. I don't know I don't know how many they use now. But we're looking forward to football. And what I wanted to do here today is show you my new scoreboard. Talk a little bit about my new fictional basketball league. And yeah, you heard that right, fictional basketball. Um, So as I really like the baseline basketball from John Turnbull, and it's something I've been playing from time to time. But that's just my favorite of his games. That's my favorite. It just is, and I've said that before. And he come out with this fictional way of creating fictional teams, and it's kind of neat. Or creating teams, I should say. We just put in these formulas and roll dice. I think it was, and it gives you this spit out of what the cards are supposed to be. Now, I didn't do that. I didn't create the teams, but he created like 2 or 300 teams, and he put them on, I don't know if it was a spreadsheet or a PDF, and, I think he's giving that to people for free 'cause I got a copy. I think I got it off the Facebook page, and all I did was I grabbed 6 teams, I rolled the dice 1 to 100, and I just whatever one I come up with, those are the 6 teams I grabbed, and then I used, he created the Ohio teams 'cause, he's being from, the Ohio area. So I stole his teams. So, "Can I steal your teams?" He said, "Yeah." So I stole his teams, and I put them on the 6 fictional teams, and, again, you saw what I did the other day with the logos and stuff like that. So I have 6 teams, and I'm enjoying it. Bottom line is, I'm playing fictional basketball and I'm having a heck of a time with it. Now, I'm not keeping individual stats, I'm just doing team stats. But I thought it was super fun to come up with this 16 fictional set, all based in Ohio. Called it the OBA instead of the ABA. The OBA. I had the AI create a logo for me, and I divided the 6 teams into North and South. So I looked at the 3 North teams and the three South teams, and so I have North and South. So I'll play each other a couple of times. Top 2 teams make the playoffs, and the winners square off in the finals. And I'll probably do like a best of 3 or something like that in the playoffs. But it's just been super fun. I also, as I started playing, it's okay. I want to have some fun with this. We play regulation and we have ties. So if the game ends in a tie, it's a tie. I don't go any further, it's a tie. Obviously, playoffs won't have that. So I said, I think that'd be a fun wrinkle to basketball is have ties. And that way it would cut down on extra playing time, like extra innings. So the first thing I did is I'm gonna have ties. I think I'll have everybody play everybody twice. And what I'm kind of doing is a home and away, a home and home. So my first game coming up here today, it's Cleveland and Columbus. Well, Columbus went to Cleveland. So now Cleveland goes to Columbus. So the first 2 weeks of the season is going to be home and home for everybody. So that'll be it. So Cleveland and Columbus won't play each other till the playoffs if that's possible. And so it's really fun kind of creating my own it's a small little universe here of fictional basketball that I'm doing. So that is the OBA. It's 6 teams from Ohio, completely fictional, with completely made up stats that John did. And it's just been fun, and I'll show you the cards here. I created some colors for the teams, which is kind of fun. And John had the logos already, so I stole his logos. But it's just it's just fun. It's a really good time. Um, so let me show you the scoreboard first. This is from Victor Wenzel, okay? And this is something we designed as some people come into the chat room already on a Sunday morning. Good to see you here as the up man comes by. Good morning to you. Dr. Jim, Dr. Jones comes by. Scott, good to see you. And Barbara's up early this morning. Yep. And Dawn comes by. And well, another thing you could use if tied, the team that reached the tying score first wins the game. Well, the thing is, with this one here, it's like the visitors roll first, and then the home team rolls second. So it's kind of high. In this particular game, it goes back and forth like baseball. So I just decided just to go ties. I just thought it'd be fun to incorporate ties into this. Chances are Slim will get any, but it could be fun. Let me see if I can show you. Share media. Let's see if I can show you the week 1 scoreboard. I didn't have that ready. I wasn't going to show anybody here. I didn't think anybody would be up this early, but let me show you the week 1 scoreboard, just kind of show you what I've been doing here. And all right, so see if I can add this to the scene. Oh, it's not showing me. Yeah, why is it not showing me here? It should be showing me that. How about this? Let me try this now. Let me upload that. I think I got to upload it to the server. Okay. All right. So it's uploaded. We're going to add this to the scene. All right. So there it is. So this is my week 1, and I posted this on Discord and on Facebook. So this is what happened in week 1. We had the 3 teams play, or the 6 teams play, and I just created a little scoreboard here with the league logo and just those are the standings. So it was so Cleveland will be playing Columbus today, and it's the North versus South. So that's kind of how that matchup works. But yeah, just I don't know, just kind of fun, just kind of fun. If that's what I did there. Again, I'm just having a good time with it. Oh boy. Now it shows up. It showed up twice. All righty. So let's get down to the game here. Yeah, it's not possession based. Yeah. So this is kind of how we did. AP comes by. Hello. So go Toledo glass. Yes, the Toledo glass. Yeah. All right, so let me go overhead. So this is the scoreboard that I got. This is from Victor Wenzel, okay? And it's a dial scoreboard, okay? It's still a little stiff because it's kind of new, but it's okay. So this I can use for any sport pretty much because I had him put one. Okay, so that could be hockey, that could be football, and I went all the way to 9 for baseball, and then I could X for extra innings. So this is the scoreboard I have here. Obviously home and away. Now, I did have him make these so I could drop in my Al Wilson team names, okay? So if I wanted to, I could drop in the names. Now, obviously, I don't have these team names made because they're kind of all Ohio teams. So the only one I have is Cleveland. So I'm just going to go home and guess as a default, but I can use this for anything that I have. And then here, what I have for here is I put them away, and I'll show these at a later time. Is remember my logos that I put on the screen, my little square logo? So I can drop logos in here if I want to have logos on here for my teams. So this is the one I designed with him. I like the dials and stuff. The dials are big, though. I'd like to see if I get smaller dials because I'm having a hard time getting my logos in here unless I slid in from the side. But this is the first attempt at this, and it's pretty good. So I'll get with him on that. So anyway, let's get down to the game. So it's going to be the Cleveland Rockers. And what's kind of neat is I can put my cards here, actually. And if I want to get really crazy, right, is if I play payoff pitch, I could take the players and put them right here. Right, so I have my payoff pitch if I want to do that as well. So it kind of does multiple things here, this score sheet or the scoreboard. This is what we designed it for. And again, I might talk to them about making a little smaller, making these smaller and sliding these in to the side. So this is like the first attempt at this, but it was pretty good, I thought. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. As Duffer Man comes by as well. All right, so Columbus is home, and Cleveland is the away team. Okay. And in our last game in Cleveland, it was Cleveland 119-86. So yeah, look at that. Columbus had a tough go. The third and fourth segments, and fifth, they only had 1 point. They were rolling really, really bad. So the home team had their way. So now we're in Columbus, and as I mentioned, what I'm doing is right off the bat, I'm doing a home and home. So Cleveland and Columbus will play, and then they swap home and away, and then they're done for the season. And then I'll do all the other teams too. We play a home and home, and then they're done, and we go on to the next matchup. And I'm all D to D as Vince is you want the larger coffee mug, yeah. I got the so what I have here today. So I have my hat that we got at the Michael got these hats last year. This is the bigger mug, the D to D, and then I got my convention shirt on right here. You can see the D to D con. That's what I have on today. So I'm all D to D'd out, But so let's play a little bit of this, okay? And what's really, really cool about this, and I can't say this enough, is when you're doing fictional or when you're doing your own thing, you can do whatever you want. And so that's why I'm doing ties. I'm doing the home and home right off the bat. And I got 6 teams. And then at the end of the season, I'll roll to see if any teams fold, especially the bottom teams, and see if I expand the league. It's just going to be kind of fun. And I was going to do that too with Football Fury from Play. And I'm still want to do that. And now that I have the fast action cards from Al Wilson for his Fast Drive Football, I created some fictional teams with that. And I never did anything with it. Now I can because I'm enjoying the game so much. So we're going to have a good time here. I hope as Some Roads comes by. And let me see here. I got a T-shirt in red. Nice. And you got some. I got to get some boxes. Yeah. Somebody bought the thong. That was a joke. Somebody bought it one time, and it was kind of funny that he did that. All right. So here's how I set this up. So the first thing we do when you're playing baseline basketball, and I'm using the simple method, is you look at the offense caliber points, add the defense caliber points. So that's a 4 and an 8. That'll give me 12. Divide by 2, and that gives you 6. So for Columbus, I put a 6 here because we're going to add 6 points somewhere along the score sheet. And I do the same for Cleveland. So they have 3 and 9. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And so again, for Cleveland, it's going to be 6 as well. Now, what I do is if it was 6.5, okay, the game tells you to round down. I'm rounding up. Okay? So that's kind of what I'm doing. Also, for a home field advantage or home court advantage, what I'm doing is I'm rolling a decider die to see if they have home field advantage. Because one of the things I really, really like about shootout hockey is that you can have different offense ratings and different goaltender ratings. And I think that's nice that it's not just so stagnant. So for the home field or home court advantage, it's an optional rule, but I'm using it. So if it comes up on the decider die, they will get the home court advantage. And it's going to be between 1 and 5 points. Okay. So I'm going to roll this dice. If it comes up a 6, it'll stay 5. Okay. So it's going to be 1 to 5 instead of 1 to 3. So I'm going 1 to 5 points home court advantage. And only if it comes up on that. So let's see if Columbus gets the home field advantage, a home court advantage. Yes, they do. And they will get 2 points. Okay. So now Columbus will have 8 points to scatter on their score sheet. And how I do that is there's 12 rows. So I have a 12-sided dice here. Okay. And so I'm going to figure out where we put it. So I'm going to start with Cleveland. So Cleveland has 6 points to allocate. And what I do on the 6-sided dice, it's 1, 2, 3. And then on 4, 5, 6, it's 1, 2, 3 as well. So you can't have more than 3 in one column. So I'm going to do column 7, and that'll be 1. So I come over here just so you see what I'm doing. Column 7 for Cleveland, they will get 1 adjusted point here in that area. And that's kind of how I'm going to set up. I won't have to show you that every time now, but I got 6 points to allocate. So I column 7 again. I don't want that. So column 4 will get 2. So that's 3 out of the 6 points. And column 5 will get 1. So that's 4. So I get 2 more points to allocate. And again, you can put them in whatever column you want. I enjoy doing it like this. Column 11 will get 2, and that'll be that. So 2, 4, 6. So those are mine. So during the game, in the second quarter, they'll add this here. In the third quarter, they get 1. In the fourth quarter, towards the end, they'll add a couple. And that's how we're going to do it for the away team. Now, the home team, they added 2 points, I think I said, right? The home team. What did I say the home team got? I said +8. It's not going to be +8. I think it was +2. So they get 8 points, right? I think it was 2 points. So they'll have 8. I forget. If you guys remember what it was, let me know. All right, so I get 2 points in column 11, which is good. That's toward the end of the game. And I get 3 points in column 4, so that's 5. So I have 3 more points to allocate here. Again, I forget now. So again, it's not a big deal. 6, we'll get the rest of them there. So that'll be 3 in column 6. So those are my 8 points. So that is that. And now we are ready to roll the game. All right. Sunday morning coming down. John comes by. Hi, John. Good to see you. I had a fun chat last night. Went kind of late, but we had a good time last night. All right, so we need to roll Cleveland first. That's what I have to remember. I always have the visitors on the left, but here the home is on the left, so that's what we're going to do. And we'll try out our new scoreboard. All righty. So again, how baseline plays is you roll all the dice, including this offense and defensive dice, and you see if you're going to read off the offense or the defense. Then you have 3 dice here, which is the red ones. That's going to be a 3 to 18 roll. So you'll read off of either the offense or the defense, depending on who's rolling the dice on possession. That'll give you a subcategory. And then the 2 dice here will tell you what to look at in the subcategory. And that's how you get your points. And that's how the game plays. So, all righty. So let me do this right here. And here we go. Okay. So Cleveland rolling first. So they'll be reading off their own offense. Okay. And the higher is usually the better. So they have 9, they have 12. So what 12 will be paint. So Cleveland offense paint. And paint 10 on the offense is going to be 14 points. Wow, Cleveland's a pretty good team. So they will get 14 points. There's no adjustment. So the segment score is 14. So Cleveland gets 14 points. And we'll try out the new scoreboard here. What do we think? 14 points for Cleveland. All righty. So far, so good, I think. Cleveland stole LeBron. Maybe. All right, so here's Columbus now. And again, the points here aren't too bad. 105, 111. Columbus is not a bad team, but they've had some bad rolls. All right, so they're going to read off the Cleveland defense. Oh, man, they got 9. So they get 5, 8, 9. So it's going to be free throw, which is the worst. Over here, actually, free throw. So Cleveland defense is free throw. And a 10 on the defense free throw is 8. Not terrible, but not good. All right, so we have 8 over here. And that's kind of why I bought this scoreboard here from Victor, so I could kind of dial it in instead of putting the tiles in every time. The football and the hockey, the tiles aren't bad, even the baseball. But for the basketball, yeah, I'm gonna want this. All right, so after one segment, it is still in the first quarter, 14-8 for the visitors. And P-Jet comes by. I'm just playing a little bit of basketball here today, showing off my new scoreboard. All right, so Cleveland off the offense again. And it's going to be, 10-13. So they're going to be paint. Offense, paint 11 is 15 more points. Wow. So that'll be 29. 29 points for Cleveland. They're really they're looking to sweep this home-and-home series against Columbus. All right, Columbus rolls. They'll go offense this time. And so maybe we can center this up a little bit, right? So the offense of 9 is paint. So that's good. Offense, you want either paint or arc. Paint is good. Offense, paint 8. Offense, paint 8 is 11. So they're still trailing here. So that'll give them 19 points. Right? So we have 8 and 11 is 19 points. Okay, so one more roll, and that'll be the first quarter. That's how fast this game plays. So it's a 10-point lead already for Cleveland, who beat them up pretty good the last time back in Cleveland. All right, so we're going to go defense, and it's going to be defense 13. So defense 13 is paint. And you can see the difference between these two teams. There's a lot of paint over here, a little bit more paint than over here, especially on the defense. So their defense isn't quite as good. So we have defense 13, paint 5 is, it's only 7 points this time. So that'll give them 36. So let's go 36. Right? I think the scoreboard's working all right. What do you think? And now Columbus, they will roll. They will be offense 11. So that'll be paint. But a paint 4 is only 6. So that'll give them 25? Not good at all. So here we go. So at the end of the first quarter, it is already an 11-point lead for Cleveland. So now we'll go to the second. All right. What do we think? Yeah, for more frequent score changes, that's why I got this to dial. Because I saw Joe had this, And I says, I think I might want to grab one like this for basketball, or even football if I wanted to, if I'm playing a quicker football game. But now I have the option, of this or not. So, yeah, Cleveland's going to rout Columbus. Yeah, they're going to move to 2-0. It looks like Columbus is just struggling. All right, so continue on. But yeah, who would have thought that I'd be enjoying fictional basketball, right? I'm not a fictional guy. I'm not a basketball guy, but I am enjoying this. Okay, so now we add 2 here to Cleveland this time. Not 2 dice, but 2 points. Okay. So now we have offense for Cleveland. Offense is going to be 12 because I'm looking at the red. Offense 12 is paint. Offense paint 7 with a blue die is 11 plus 2 is 13. So 13 is going to give us what, 49? Is that where we're at right now? 49? All righty. So 49 for Cleveland here in a second. Columbus adds 3 though this time. They will add 3. So they're going to go, oh boy, defense 6. Defense 6 is free throw. Defense free throw 7 is 5. Plus 3 is 8. So that 25 and 8 is what? It's only 33, right? So yeah. So we're not looking good here at all at home. So the Columbus fans not happy with the team. And so we go to the next roll here in the second quarter. It's all Cleveland right now. Dinking and dunking all over the place. Gary comes by. Hi, Gary. Happy Sunday to you. Just kind of get up early and just trying out my new scoreboard that I got. This come in yesterday, so I'm trying it out. They use the Cleveland Rockets. Well, this was John. John come up with this. This is all fictional stuff he come up with. I just stole his teams, so because I was being lazy. Let's see here. So for Cleveland, right, it's going to be offense 14. So that'll be paint. Offense paint 9 on the blue die is 13 points plus the 1 is 14. So if I add 14, that'll be what? 59, 63, right? So 63. And wow, they are running away with this game, And now here we go with Columbus's roll. They're going to need something big here. Oh, they will go. Oh, look at all the low numbers. This is what happened last time they played. It was all low numbers. So it's going to be off the defense. It'll be a 5. Oh, but they will get paint, though, on the 5 because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they will get paint. Defense, paint 5, 8. Yeah, they can't be rolling 5s and 8s when you're down by that many. So they will have 41. So this is kind of turning into a hot mess right now. So 41-63. This will be the last roll of the second. And yeah, they're just getting teens and tens every time. It's just been a dominant first quarter here. Offense again. Wow, 11, 12, 13. So that'll be paint. Offense, paint 8 is another 12. And so that's going to give us, what, 75. Wow, if I'm doing this correctly, it's been a complete rout here. All right, last roll of the second here for Columbus. They will go offense 4. That'll be free throw. Wow, almost the worst roll you can get. Free throw. Offense free throw 7 is 5. Oh, boy. But they will add 3. That'll bump them up to 8. And that'll give them 49 points. So at the end of the first half, it is all Cleveland here, just like it was in the game 1 in Cleveland. You can see, look at that, 14, 15, 11, 13, 12. Over here, only 1 11. Everything else has been singles, including 2 5. So, yeah, the Columbus fans are not happy here. They're not buying the souvenirs as we go to the third quarter here. And kind of enjoying this thing. I had them built it at a different angle, too, so we could see the scores, because most of the scoreboards are at this angle, and you can't see them. So I said, can you drop it down a little bit so I can show it to the camera? So that's kind of how this scoreboard was designed. with that in mind, All righty. So let's get back to the action here. It's third quarter, and we're adding 1 to Cleveland here. Let me just spread that out a little bit. Spread out. Did it still have the Three Stooges on Sunday morning? Was that Sunday morning Three Stooges? Or was that Saturday morning Three Stooges they used to have? All right, so we're going to go defense this time. So it's going to go the defense, and then it'll be 14. So that'll be defensive paint. Defensive paint 6 is 8 points. Plus the 1 is 9. So that'll give us, 84? So 84 points here. And now Columbus will roll. That'll be defense as well. So a defense 13, that'll get us in the paint. And a defense paint of 9 is 12. So they will pick up a couple of points here. So with 9, 84, 12 is going to be what? 59, 61. Will that get us to 61 with 12? There it is, so 61. So it's what's that, 23-point lead. Oh, yeah, we're going to be breaking into the double zeros here. Again, I purposely have the old scoreboard, so it has to go 00 for 100 because I like that. So, all right, so we're going to go defense for Cleveland. And off the defense, 9. Oh, free throw this time. Defense free throw 12 is 9 points. Of course, that's the best roll they can get. 9 points. So that'll bring us to, 93? So 93. Boy, I tell you, poor Columbus. Poor Columbus. And now we have offense for Columbus, 14. So that'll be paint. Offense paint 7 is 10. So they'll pick up another point here, and they'll get up to 71. And one more roll here. We're still in the third quarter. Cleveland dunking all over the place here. And he comes by, Arnold. Yeah, you like that? This is my new one here. I just got this yesterday. Just kind of showing it off for the first time. All right, so Cleveland's going to read off the defense. We have a defense 15. So that'll be paint. And a defense paint 10. 12 points to round out the third quarter. So that's going to give us, oh boy, what's that going to be? 105? Is that going to really be 105? So it's 105 to 71. They still got the roll here. Wow. Yeah, they're busting this open, right? Am I playing this right? Am I just getting the dice rolls to be crazy? All right, so we're going to read off the defense. And a defense 11. Oh, that'll be paint, but paint 3 is 4 points. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't even need to do any math on that one. So this is the score after 3 quarters of play. It is 105 to 75. I don't think we have to worry about ties today. So we're going to go into the fourth. And I told Victor, so you create a score sheet like this, a scoreboard like this, people might really like it. When this is over, I'll show you the logos where I put the logos in here. So we got 3 more rolls here in the fourth quarter. So Cleveland rolls first off the defense. A defense 6 is free throw. Free throw 3. Oh, nothing. So this time they hold them off, and so it's still 105. So that'll give them a chance, even if they can get like 10 or 12 points, try to climb back in this one. Oh, they'll get offense. They'll get 11. So it's going to be offense paint and a paint 9. Okay, 12 points. So they come around here. They'll pick up 12. So that'll give them, 87? Right, 87 points. All right, so they close the gap a little bit, 105 to 87 here. Now, in this section, we're adding 2 to both teams. So we got the defense. This will be some good points, though. Defense 14, so that'll be paint. Paint 11 is 13 points. So they come back, and then we add the 2, so that gives us 15 points. So is that 120? Wow. So 120. It's 120 to 87. So they need to at least get 15 points to keep it close, even though this game's pretty much over. So it's going to be defense 14. So that'll be paint. Paint 7 is 10 plus the 2 is 12. So that's what, 99? Does that bring them right up to the 99? There it is, 120 to 99 with one roll left. And it'll be off the offense of 9, so that's a free throw. And a free throw 7 is going to be good for 5. And they will end up with 125. All right, so that'll be the final score over here is 125. And Columbus, I don't think there's any way they can come back from that amount. So that'll be offense 11. So that'll be paint 4, just 6 points. And so that will get them up to 105. So the final, that's somewhat respectable. So the final score will be 125 to 105. So that was similar to the first game, where it was 119 to 86. So here in week 2, we kick off with another easy Cleveland win. Let me show you what this looks like here. Hang on. So how else I can do this scoreboard here is, I can put my logos in here. So if I'm playing, I designed it to put logos here, right? So if I wanted to play some WAJ, and let's just say I had the Cowboys playing the Golden Blades, let's say, right? So I just drop these in there. Again, I might have to trim some of these down. Yeah, I'll have to trim some of these down, but I just kind of do it like that too. So I get my logos in there. If I want to put logos, and then I have the all the names over here, and they should fit. I had this designed specifically. So again, I know these aren't the exact team names, but you can see that I can drop the names in there, right? And so it kind of doubles, right? It kind of doubles everything. So I got the team names. If I want to replace home and guess, I can drop in the logos of all the different logos I got, and I get obviously baseball and hockey. Now I'll maybe create some basketball. But yeah, so that's what the scoreboard does. I might talk to them about making one a little bit smaller if that's possible, because it is kind of big and bulky here. But I think it works. It'll work for what I need to do. Yeah, so that is the scoreboard here. See, it does get kind of tight pulling them out, but I'll work on that. So yeah, so that's my new scoreboard here, and kind of like watching Jen Van Veen win his second straight dart championship. I didn't follow that. Sorry, I just don't know much about darts. But anyway, so that's what I can do with the logos. That's what I can do with the team names. So yeah, this is Victor does good job with the stuff here, and he kind of put that together for me. I'll do one more game before I jump out of here, because I'm going to go grab some breakfast. So let's see what our next matchup here is, and this is in week 2 of the OBA. And if you missed it, there are 6 teams in the OBA, our inaugural season. I'll see if I can put up the media again. Where's my layers? Add a new layer. So this was week 1. All right, I think I showed this to some of you before. So this was week 1, and these are the 6 teams that I have, and we have North and South. So we have the Ohio Basketball Association. We have our little cool logo that the AI generated for me. Those are the week 1 scores, and these are our standings. And that's what I'm doing. It's very fictional. It's very fun, and I'm enjoying it very well, very much. All right, so let's reset this, and we'll do one more game of baseline basketball, which I'm thoroughly enjoying how quick it plays, and I can play. Now again, this here, I set this purposely, had him put it all the way up to 9 for baseball, and then an X for extra innings. So that's kind of how this is set up. So it's a multifunctional scoreboard. It can do hockey, baseball, basketball, football, and probably anything else with a scoreboard. And so that's kind of what I'm doing here. And Christopher likes the scoreboard. Yep, yep. And and Dominic says, I like the fictional side of the hobby. I like to build my own universe and histories. Drive time football now, baseline basketball does that for me. It is kind of fun. It is kind of fun. More fun than I thought it was. And you like the quick play nature, and you've been doing a high school project that's in its 30th year. Fantastic. That's pretty awesome. That's awesome. All right. So now, again, continuing with my fictional league. So what I'm doing is week 1, we had matchups, right? And what I'm doing in week 2 is reversing the matchups to have them play home and home. So Columbus and Cleveland have played. As you can see, Cleveland won them both. So they will not play again until they potentially meet in the playoffs. And that's just kind of how I'm doing it there. I think it'd just be kind of fun doing it that way. So this next game here, this was another blowout. So Toledo 123 over Akron 98. And Akron was the home team. So now Akron will go on the road to Toledo. And that's kind of how we're going to do this one here. So where's my Akron? So the Akron White Walls, they did not fare too well. I think they're going to be the worst team in the league. And the Toledo Glass. So it turns out Toledo's should get back-to-back wins playing the worst team in the league. So they'll be 2-0 as well. Unless somehow the White Walls can rebound from some poor dice rolling. All right. And we'll see how it goes with that. Playoffs, right? Okay. So let's take a look now at our setup. And so we have a 4 and 8 is 12. So that'll be 6. Maybe plus the home possibility. So there 5 and 5 is 10. Divided by 2 is 5. So Akron will add 5. Toledo will add 6 plus maybe the home advantage. And again, how I do the home court advantage is roll this dice here, decide a die, yay or nay, and then how many points? Up to 5. If I roll a 6, you will get 5. So 5 and 6 are considered 6. Again, that's just kind of how I do it. And they will not get the home advantage, so they will not get the 5 points that they should have had. So Toledo, a little overconfident here, going in against the Akron White Walls, who they beat up pretty good. And what was that final score again? 123-98. They won by 25. So we have a couple of mismatches here in the OBA, which is what I hope we had. I didn't want to have all good teams or all bad teams. All right, so let's roll one more game today in the OBA. This is Toledo and Akron. Oh, before I do that. Oh, dice going everywhere. Stupid Dave. I choked. I was doing so good. I'm rolling a lot of dice too. I need to allocate the points. So I have 5 points for Akron. So in column 4, we're going to put 3. So I have 2 more points for Akron. And in column 11, I'll put the other 2. All right, so that was nice and simple. So they did not get the home field advantage, so 6 points for Toledo. So 2 in column 4. 2 in column 1. So they're going to start off hot. So I have 2 more points. And they'll get 2 in column 7. So 2, that's simple enough. There we go. All righty. So now I can get back to rolling for the score, Sloppy dice. I know, John, right? I know. Oh, I was shaking. I was like, I forgot to do the points here. All right, so I have 5 and 6 points laid out. Here we go. All right, Akron will roll first. So it's going to be off the defense. It'll be a defense 7. So that'll be free throw. And a free throw 8 is going to be only 5 points for Akron. Ugh. So Akron starts off with 5 in the first segment. Not very good at all. Okay. And there we go. It's going to be to Toledo Glass. That'll be the offense. Offense 10. Ooh, look at that free throw. Stuck in between the paint is that one little free throw. So they're going to go free throw, offense 6. Oh, it's only 4 points. Wow. Oh, they had the 2, though. They had the 2 for the first segment. And so that'll give them 6. So right off the bat here, it is 6-5 in the first segment. A lot different than the game we just played. So Akron rolls. It's going to be off the Toledo defense. So it's going to be 6-7. So that'll be free throw 9. 6 points. So that'll give them 11. Right? 11 points. Okay. And now we have Toledo. Holy Toledo. Off the offense of 10. Look at that. 10 again in the free throw. And a 7 is only 4 again. So a tough start. A very tough start here for Toledo against this very vulnerable Akron team. It's 11-10. Akron. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, free throw contest here, right? I still haven't got any arcs yet. All right, so it's going to be defense for Akron, and it's going to be 13. And so they'll get paint. Finally, a paint. So a paint on the 7 is 9. So they'll get 9, and that'll give them 20 points over here. So it'll be 20. So 20 points for Akron. Yeah, dice are always rigged, just like the NFL. You ever seen that? I go to sitting there late at night watching, just going through Facebook or whatever, and it's like, oh, the NFL's rigged. Look at this. It's like, oh my gosh, every team that loses claims it's rigged, and it's like they all can't be rigged. All the teams can't be rigged, right? Because even the winners now are rigged. All right, so Toledo is going to go off the defense, and we're going to get a 10. So it's going to be free throw 8, and that'll be 6 points. Oh man, so bad right now for Toledo, just stinking out the joint on their home opener against the lowly Akron team. So that's the score after 1. It is 20-16. And in our last game between these two guys, it was 36-22 Akron. So it's a very, very different low-scoring defensive game here. And what was that game we just played? It was 36-25. So yeah, this is a very low-scoring game. Maybe wind is a factor. I'm not sure. Yeah, it could be a 500 team hosting the playoff game. It could be. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the playoffs work this year. There's so many teams in the playoffs. I don't remember. All right, so now we go into the second quarter, and like that, I'm liking this scoreboard. I really am. I thought it might be too big, but for something like this, I think it's going to work pretty darn good. All right, so to the home team, Toledo. Akron is the guest. Akron will roll here in the second quarter. There'll be offense. That's going to be 12. So that'll be paint. And a paint 5 is 7 points. Not very good. But they'll add the 3 here. So that'll give them 10. So that'll bring them up to 30 points. All right. See if they'll get their first win of the year here after getting blown out by Toledo. So now we're going to go defense, and that'll be defense 10. So that'll be free throw. Free throw 9 is 7 points, plus the 2 is 9. And why I do that is that's the points that we allocate in the pre-rolls. And so that'll get us to 9. So that'll be 25. Oh boy. So here we are. It is 30-25 here. Where's the scoreboard from? This is another Victor Wenzel. Okay, Victor is the guy that does these for me, the stands and the holders. This is something that Victor Wenzel designed, and he made one for Joe. And I says, "Well, I like this. I want to get one for myself with the dials, just specifically for basketball, so I won't have to change the tiles every time." And I got it specifically so I could put my logos here and the team names up here, like I showed. So this is a Victor Wenzel design. And so we're going to continue on with Akron with a 5-point lead. The White Walls are whitewashing them. So we got a defense, and a defense going to be 12. So that'll be paint. Oh, boy. And a paint 7 is going to be 9. Not good, but not terrible here. So they'll get up to 39. Yeah, this is something I designed when I saw Joe's. It says, "Okay, can you design me one? But I want you to put the logos here, and I want this to go 1 to 9 with an X, and leave me room up here to put my names." And he did it all. He measured it all out, and yeah, pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Toledo defense 14, so they'll get the paint over here, but only a 3. 4 points. Are you kidding me? Wow. 39-29. Akron trying to hang on to the lead here at the half. Yes, you could print your own team names and logos, and that's what I did. All my logos, I just printed them, dropped them in. And the team names, I could use my old team names, or I could use the one that I got from Al. It's very universal. Stalwart defense. Yeah. I think the wind is a factor here today. All right, so now for Toledo. No. It's Akron roll. Akron roll. So we're gonna go defense, and it's gonna be 11 on the red die. So it's gonna be paint. And a paint 6 in the blue die is 8. Limping along, but that'll be what? 47, right? 47. Look at that. 47. Just like that. And now Toledo will roll, and this will end the half. So we have, offense 14. So that'll be paint. Paint 7 is 10. That's their biggest roll of the day, is a 10. And that'll get them to 39. And so the score here at the half, here in Toledo, holy Toledo, the glass, getting their glass kicked by the White Walls. It is 47-39. And I thought Akron was going to be the worst team in the league. Still time, though. What's that? How many points is that? 8 points? 8-point lead? Okay, here we go. As we start the third quarter. Dun, dun, dun. And again, I had him angle this back so you could read that. So I think he can read that pretty well, right? The scores and everything. Yeah. Now I'll have to make up some names for these so I can drop them in here, right? If I really want to get crazy. Okay, so Akron will roll here to start the period. So it's going to be defense. So we're going to come over to the Toledo defense. We have 14 on the red die. So it's going to be a paint. And a defense paint 9 is, 11 points. So that's going to bring it up to 58 points. Woohoo! 58 for Akron. Last time for them to get the 58 points. Oh, no, they're right on pace last time. They had 58 points at the same point in the game, but Toledo had 71. Toledo had 71 points at this point in the game. Well, after this roll. Oh, boy. Defense 15, paint 5, 8. Plus 2 will be 10. So that'll get them to 49. Still down by 9. Although they did, nope, they gave up a point. They lost a point here. They were down by 8. Now they're down by 9. Akron will roll. Ooh, we got a stacker here. Oh, not going to be good at all. Offense 6, free throw 2 is nothing. Is this where the collapse starts? Is this where the collapse starts? So nothing for Akron. Now Toledo has a chance here in the third. Oh, I get them on the wrong side up here. There we go. So that was Akron. It's Toledo now. Offense 8, free throw 7 is 5. And 5 and 49 is what? 54. Right? 54. So it's a 4-point game. It tightens up a little bit. Akron, the final roll of the third. Offense 11, paint. Wait, Akron, hang on a second. Akron, offense 11, paint. Paint 4, only 5 points though. Oh boy, so that's what, 63? It's tightening up now. Toledo with a chance to overcome them here. Defense 11. It'll be paint. Paint 7. 10 points. right? 11 is paint. Paint is 10 points. So they take the lead. They take the lead. 64-63 Toledo at the end of 3. So a big collapse here. So look at this right here. So look at it. They're cruising along a 0 and a 5, and they got a 5 and a 10. So that's going to be the difference here. It's just the end of this third quarter. So we go to the fourth quarter here in Holy Toledo as Triple G comes by. Good to see you. Just wrapping up some basketball this morning. They're going to go out and get some lunch or something to eat today. I'm not sure where we're going to go, but to go out on Sunday. This is my last day off for the craziness. Tomorrow morning, the craziness kicks in. Here we go. All righty. So let's start this off here. Fourth quarter, Akron now down by a point. We're going to get a defensive roll of 6. Free throw 6. 3. 3 points. And Akron falling apart here. No, this is 66. They are falling apart here in this late in the third or into the fourth quarter. Toledo has a chance to run it up now. Oh, yeah. So they're going to be 11. So it's going to be a paint offense, paint 7, 10 more points. And they are running away with us now. 74-66. A huge lead was blown. They had a 10-point lead at one point in the second quarter, and they blew it. They absolutely blew it. Excuse me. All righty, so we continue on. They will get 2 points added to their roll here. So, oh boy, offense 10, free throw 2, 0, but they'll add the 2, so they only get 2. Wow. I'm allergic to choking. 68. They couldn't even tie it. Wow. And they only got one roll left. So a huge comeback in this second half by Toledo. We're going to go offense 6. That'll be free throw 7, and that'll be 5. So 79-68. And what I'm going to do is to give a little drama here. All righty. I'm going to roll Toledo first. All right. Because if I roll them and they don't catch up, we know who wins. I'm going to roll Toledo first. All right. Just for the excitement of it. Toledo first. So we got a defense 11. So that'll be paint. Paint 8 is 11 points. So that gives them 90, right? Gives them 90 points. So I don't think they can catch them. Even if they roll their best roll, I don't think they're going to catch them. So we have offense 8. Free throw 5 is 2. What an epic collapse here as they win by 20. Is that even possible? Wowzers, 90-70. So let's take a look at this. So at the half, 47-39, then going in here 58-49. So Akron had an 11-point lead, and then they rolled 0-5. So in the third quarter and beyond, they get what, 10 points? After that 11, they get 10 points. And then these guys, after this, they get 10, 20, 30, 41. That was fun. That was fun. So Akron has a large lead, and they blow it, and they will fall to 0-2. And Toledo will move to 2-0. So these guys are done playing each other. They've done their home and home, and that'll be that. Fun times, fun time. I'm liking the scoreboard. I really am. I'll get a lot of use out of this here. And the White Walls ran over some broken glass. Oh, I like that. I like that. You'll have to do my write-ups, right? You'll have to do my write-ups. You're very creative with that. They were out-coached. I don't know what it was. Maybe they're a young team. Maybe they got a little cocky. But yeah, a 20-point loss. And the last time they lost by 25. So yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. So anyway, all righty. Well, I am Dave from Studio B. I want to say thanks for coming by. You like the school, but yeah, I do too. I thought this I wasn't sure about it. I thought it was kind of big, um, but it works well for this. It really does. And I suppose if I wanted to do some other stuff with that, whether the hockey or the football, the basketball would work too. Um, it just having that scoreboard like that, it works well when you're changing a score a lot. The tiles work great if you're not changing the scoreboard too much. But here with basketball, yeah, I think this works nice. And it's at that angle. I think the angle works, and I can lay the cards up against it. And if I want to put my logos in there, I can put my logos in there. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. So anyway, alrighty. Enjoy your Sunday. I'm Dave. Thanks for coming by and checking out my new scoreboard and my new um, fictional basketball association here with Baseline Basketball. Really enjoying Baseline. Really enjoying this fictional, and I'm just kind of playing it my way, and that's what makes it fun. So we shall talk to you all later. Bye bye.